Coming to you from the Central City Radio podcast studios. It's Unfiltered Reality with your host, Alex Stovall.
Unfiltered perspective, people. That's why we call it the Unfiltered Reality.
It's about to get real.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Unfiltered Reality. I am your guest. Wait.
No, you're not.
I'm a guest somewhere sometimes, right?
You're guests in someone's home right now. Thank you for having us.
Okay, that was funny. Yes,
was
I am
good.
a guest in someone's home. A guest. I'm living rent-free in somebody's head, apparently, right?
In many people's heads.
I am your host, Alex Stovall, a.k.a. the White Sheep. I am with my with my lovely fiance Jade Olivier here to bring you unfiltered, realistic news about what's going on in the community.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, but first, tell me, how has your week been?
It's been good. I've been with you the whole time.
I'm sorry for
Almost
that. in advance.
24/7. No, you've been working. So today, I got to go and look at wedding dresses.
Oh my gosh, so excited!
That's the first time I've been in a wedding store for myself. I've been, like, always the bridesmaid.
I thought you were going to say
Always a
first time in a long time. I was like, wait, did I miss something?
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, and I am now the bride. So I got to go and look at wedding dresses. I went to Love Bridal in Phoenix, and I don't know the name of the man who helped, but he was amazing. I'm going to find out his name when I go in for my appointment on Thursday. He was great. Yeah, if you're looking for a wedding dress, go to Love Bridal in Phoenix and ask for the young man. He's got short, black, curly hair, and he's kind of tall. I don't know what his name is. I really should have asked his name.
Wow. Let the record stand. The man with short black hair. That really narrows it down.
They have lovely dresses as well.
Yeah, and they have lovely dresses.
Yeah.
He is a good person. So if you see the man with the
very
short
nice.
hair that is black
Tall.
and
No, his
tall.
hair is black.
Oh, his hair is black.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. Short hair and black.
Oh, I
That
just didn't
is
want them
black.
to get confused.
No, I think
He's
it'd be
not
all right. Why you gotta make this about black folk? Nah,
Hey,
it's
you
cool.
make it about like.
Hey, I'm making it about unfiltered reality, the quiet part out loud. That's what
Yes.
I'm making it about.
But, babe, how was your week?
My week has been interesting,
A lot
to
of
say
thought.
the least.
Okay.
Yeah. The job that I work at, it has been a uphill battle with trying to navigate through the messiness of dealing with white-collar corporate America. So that in itself has been really interesting.
I'm sure a lot of people feel you right now.
Yes. You have that boss that says a lot, but there's no substance. Or people that have been appointed above you, and you wonder, how did they get that job? So, be that as it may.
Well, it's who you know, not what you know. Isn't
Yeah,
it,
it's about who you know, not what you know.
as always.
Yeah, it was great, you know. Doing cartwheels on the inside. I can't wait to go back tomorrow. I'm sure everybody out there can relate to what I mean with the exciting thing we call a job.
Delightful. Well, I'm so glad that.
Not to be confused with my calling.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You're not your job. I see this girl on TikTok. She's hilarious. She talks about that. She's like, I'm going to respectfully decline when she's asked to do like extra
Man, she's
hours.
giving all these people shout outs.
No,
Man, a
I
free
don't know her
advertisement
name.
for people.
I don't know her name either. I'm just saying she's like really good. 'Cause I'm sure lots of people have seen her because she goes viral. But she talks about how like when her boss offers her extra hours, she tells you how like that it's okay to respectfully decline because your job is not your identity. It is what you use to pay for your life outside of
Fill
work.
in the blank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton purse. And
Chewy futon.
yeah, there you go. I had some Ray-Bans, or as most would know them, often referred to as Ray-Dans.
Why are they Ray-Dans? I've never heard that before.
Well, because they're not the real brand of Ray-Bans, you know, so.
Just made me almost spit out my water there.
Ray-Brands and Ray-Dans, you know, you gotta get creative. Chewy Futon and all that good stuff. Yeah, I've had
That's
all
another
those
one.
brands.
Channel.
Sometimes you just Chanel.
Channel. Chantel.
You're having a good time over there, aren't you?
And Dior can be like Dion.
Yeah, right. Gotta love it. When you can't pay for the name, you gotta improvise, right?
Yeah,
Y'all
like,
all know what we're talking about.
I would way rather get
Chewy Futon.
a Chewy Futon than a Louis Vuitton. I'm telling you. Like, why spend that much money when you can get something that looks just as cute?
My Ray-Dans look just as good on me. I'm just throwing it out there before
sure
I
they
lost
did.
them. They last about 3 days, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
you get an ample supply.
My quote-unquote Chewy Futon bag is falling apart, so I guess you're paying for the quality, but...
There you go. You can never take it anywhere. You just carry it in the house.
Yeah, that's it from
And
now
you
on.
just invite all your friends over and be like,
I'm
yeah,
just going to
this is
place it
mine.
on the table.
There you go. Never actually use it
Never
like one of
use
those
it.
fruit bowls.
Yeah, just fill it with things.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah,
What do you want to talk about today, babe? You want to talk about some things that are going on in the community? Some things that people have reached out to you about?
No. We can't do that.
No?
No.
We're not allowed to tell the truth anymore?
No, because people are calling me a truther lately.
What's a
And,
truther?
Somebody that tells the truth too much.
Oh.
You have a liar and then you have a truther, It makes sense to me. It should make sense to everybody out there who's listening. No, but we will do that, indeed. We will talk about some of the concerns, hurts, and needs that I've seen and am currently experiencing in my community.
Yeah.
For starters, the apartment I live in, phenomenal girls that work there.
Yeah.
There is an alarming amount of hurt. However, caveat to that, while we're talking about
Wait,
hurt,
do you mean hurt as in from those girls or in our in our little apartment community?
in our community,
Right.
I think they're just
to
a small
clarify.
portion of who's feeling the hurt.
Yes.
Outside of gas, another thing people seem to be hurting about is the cost of living.
Yeah.
They're probably the third person that have come up to me and said, please fix it.
Yeah. Well, they do. They know. They see what you're doing in the community, and you've tried to help a lot of the times around the apartment and tried to get people to help with things that need done, garbage pickups.
Yeah, rubbish, garbage, same thing.
Things like that.
I don't
That's something that
think
you
people
care
realize
about.
just how difficult it is to put yourself into a position of servitude. And I'm not talking about doing something and helping people just for the sake of doing it. I'm talking about the leasing agents, the retail agents, the people that work in the apartment complexes, staff, and all walks of life that truly adhere and submit to the call of serving. And to see them in distress and concerned about how they're going to pay for their rent. I don't know about you, but that's something that weighs heavy on my heart.
It's really sad.
It is.
It's sad to feel it and also know that there are people who aren't as strong as others going through the same thing. And I don't mean to say that there's weak people, but I mean some people can't handle certain situations as much as others. Like, I know that I wouldn't be able to handle a situation as well as others because I grew up quite privileged with my family in Australia. And I know that I would not be able to cope with that kind of stress as well as somebody, say yourself, babe, who grew up not privileged. And yeah.
Yeah. And there's some flaky people lately. Holy Toledo.
Wait, what did you say? Blakey people?
Flaky.
Oh, flaky.
Frosted flakes are more than good. They're great. It was a commercial that came out. I didn't have cable, but those who didn't have cable growing up, they know what I'm talking about.
We didn't have Frosty Flakes in Australia.
What was it? Toby the Tiger? Tony the Tiger. That was his name, not Toby. Sorry,
Okay.
get those two mixed up all the time. But I'm just gonna say it. If some of these girls in the community were as thin as my wallet, they would be very happy. Just gonna throw it out
Wait,
there.
what? You need to explain what you're trying to say because that sounds a little bit offensive.
It's not supposed to be offensive. Everybody's got fitness goals. I'm just throwing it out there. If some of the girls in the community
just saying that you're thin, your wallet is thin. I was like, wait, are you telling people to lose weight? No, you're not telling people to lose weight.
Yeah, lose weight.
You're
eat
just
carrots.
saying that if they were as thin as your wallet is, they would be
very happy.
I'd be like, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I'm going to call out every single girl in the community and let them know that my wallet is thin, therefore they should be as well. I'd probably get throat punched.
I would throat punch you.
No, but seriously though, and come to think of it, voting is today. They're primaries. There are people running for something, running for dog catcher. I don't know if they're running for office.
Stop it.
But there are people
today,
running.
Today, the podcast isn't going to come out today, but today is Tuesday, the 2nd of August. So
Which in Arizona, that is the day we do primaries. Primaries. Which essentially means you have a whole bunch of people from the same party telling everybody in the community they can do it better than the other person.
Okay. And we find out who wins today, ?
This is the final day to turn in their ballots. I'm assuming we'll know, even though I'm pretty sure they know a week in advance because we have early mail-in ballots and 60-something% of our voters vote early. But that's neither here or there. I'm a mind.
But there have been elections where, people have won by 2 votes. So who knows?
Yes.
They could win on when people drop their ballots.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But the reality is I'm not really sure if I trust that whole system anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. If actual grassroots candidates get elected, I will still honestly say there's hope for what we have to come.
Yeah. Okay.
But if we keep electing these Mickey Mouse candidates, we're not going to get anywhere. There are people in the community that are hurting. There are people that need things, specifically lowering the cost of living. I'll say it again, lower the cost of living.
Say it again.
Just slower, right?
Slower.
Lower the cost of living.
Yeah.
That's out to that's meant to go out to the GOP because they're the one blowing all that smoke talking about they're going to do X, Y, and Z for the community, and 50-something years later, I ain't seen goose egg.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Oh, and also, while we're on the topic of hurt, seeing the eyes and the expressions of these individuals in the community come to me. I'm not even elected, which really crushes me to think that I really have no power to try and help. And as you know, I'm very adamant about wanting to help people.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been extremely drained. I don't know why, but emotionally, I really feel the weight of the stress in the community right now.
It's really hard hearing, now that we're around election time and people are expecting to see your name on the ballot and wanting to see your name on the ballot and literally contacting you being like, why is your name not here? Because they know out of the people who are on there, you're the one who actually cares and have got things to do.
Yeah. Candidate suppression is real, people. Don't worry. I'm going to prove it. But that's for another time.
And just to be clear, because I've been getting people comment on some things saying that you didn't make the ballot or you were removed from the ballot. No, that's not true.
And what, and why? Why would you comment on Unfiltered Reality Podcast attacking me? This is the podcast for the community to bring...
Oh, babe, don't worry. It's literally somebody who has 3 followers. Probably one of them's their mum. So
this is a place for people to come in and unite and bring the community together. So all that negative energy, however you may feel
Please
about
keep it.
Whatever. Yeah, you can keep that all to yourself.
I mean, the thing is, we're allowed opinions. We're allowed our own opinions, but not just plain negativity.
Anybody got time for that?
Give us some questions. Ask us personally in the DMs. Don't post thinking you know what's happening.
Yeah, appreciate you, Charlene, but keep it pushing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think the person's name is Charlene. But if it was Charlene, that was the response they would get from me. Tony, appreciate you, but keep it pushing.
Also not Tony. Imagine if it was. Imagine if you just guessed.
Oh, and he was right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but let's go back to
Right.
community.
So
we don't have long today. We don't have long.
let's just run through real quick why it weighs so heavy on my heart.
Yeah.
I understand that inflation is crushing. And when I say crushing, I mean it's crushing people in the state of Arizona. I don't care what side of the aisle you stand on. And to see there's a community garden in Chandler, Arizona that we've built 2 years ago that has full capability to feed people, yet the GOP nor the DNC want to get involved to help. Why? Because success stories don't make money, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say it again. Success stories don't make money. If they elect somebody like me in office that's actually doing the work and actually trying to fix the system, the hierarchy falls.
Is this because they want money to go to somewhere else, just as somebody trying to understand? Is this because they want money to go where they want it to go, so they don't want to spend it on actually community projects? Or what do you mean by
Well, for starters,
stories?
let's just throw it out there and say I'm not suicidal. So if I come up dead, I'm just throwing it out there. Because saying the quiet part out loud, people, tends to ruffle feathers.
This
And
is the
like I
second
did
week in a row you've said that. That's a bit worrying.
Well, just throwing it out there. People feel some type of way about stuff lately.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And I'm
they
not-
really care. They feel some type of way about people trying to make an actual change, and it's scary. It's been like that for a while. It's been like that for years upon years.
Every single person in black history, in the black community, that's tried to do something to better the minority community has been whacked off. Also, whacked off, and I guess appropriate terms would translate to killed, murdered, or severely hurt. Huey P. Newton, Black Panther leader, those of you who know him. Martin Luther King, I'm sure everybody knows Dr. King.
We're getting
Nipsey
really
Hussle.
deep today.
I'm just throwing it out there. You
Yeah.
see, there are a lot of people stepping up to try and improve the community or leave it better than they found it. And there's a serious spirit of Python and oppression. Yeah, I'm getting biblical too. But there's only one way to fix it.
You can Google Spirit of Python.
Yeah, you can Google that. Google's undefeated, y'all. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about and it
Google
goes over
that.
your head, Google is undefeated. There's no excuse not to know nothing. So, shifting back,
Yes.
I do think it's important that people understand if we raise taxes, as President Biden says, and tax people that make more than $400,000 for a salary, guess what? Stuff rolls downhill, folks. It rolls downhill. If you're wondering why your gas is $500 per tank and your milk is $19 and you're paying $652 for transportation, it's because stuff rolls downhill.
Yes.
If you have a corporation CEO that's getting taxed more, he's going to make you eat that cost. So raising taxes on the rich doesn't solve anything. It's what we call treating MRSA with a Band-Aid.
Right.
Oops, saying the quiet part out loud again. Stop raising taxes. Period. It's an easy fix. Lower the cost of living. Period. It's an easy fix. People can tell me until they're blue in the face that this is complex. It's really not complex. You lower the cost of living, you lower the price of goods. You stop taxing multimillionaires, and therefore they'll stop putting the squeeze on the average American. Yeah, it may hurt a little bit, but in
a
the long
little.
run, just rip the Band-Aid off. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because people in my community, people in your community are hurting. And at some point, something's going to break.
Yeah.
I.e., maybe our economy, perhaps. Inflation can only go so much hotter. At some point, something's going to break. So, if you see somebody in your community and you see they're a little off, check on them. Everybody's hurting right now. And to be
Yeah.
surrounded by hurting people, it's wearing. But hey, on the flip side, while we're on the topic about politics, yeah, I meant to
Politics.
leave that space for a reason. Bloodsuckers, yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the good old Joe of the Mansion and Kirsten Sinema's good conversation. That's what Joe Manchin said. They're supposed to be addressing inflation and how they're going to resolve it. And his response,
For before you go any further, for people who don't know, who are these people? Explain.
Senator Joe Manchin is a Democrat, and Kirsten Sinema is a Democrat in Arizona.
Okay.
She really upset her party not signing bills and stuff. Yeet.
Okay.
But neither here or there. Joe Manchin says that him and Sinema had a really good conversation. Mm-hmm. Now, what that really good conversation entails, nobody knows because he wouldn't tell us about this really good conversation. But what I am inclined, or if I would say my suspicion is that really good conversation probably entailed something that was going to benefit him.
I'm going to have to go and listen to his voice and see if that's actually how he sounds.
That's literally what he said. He said, we had a really good conversation. I can't tell you what we talked about, but we had a really good conversation. Meanwhile, people in the community are starving and can barely afford their rent. But I'm glad that our politicians and people that are supposed to be helping our community are having really good conversations. Just throwing it out there, I cannot wait to personally unseat Sinema and Joe Manchin.
Ooh.
Actively looking for people to replace them. I will teach you every single thing I know.
Oh, yeah. If you
Just
wanna...
looking for a willing and able soul to do so.
Definitely.
So,
if anybody has anything that they want help with, Alex is honestly somebody who genuinely likes helping. So hit him up. He will help you if he can. But yeah, we need to finish up. So
yeah,
what do you want to finish up with, babe?
Well, I just want to let you guys know alexforarizona.com is my website. I am still actively running a campaign for 2024. May possibly have a special election, but TBD to be determined. Alex for Arizona is my Instagram as well as my Twitter. It is very easy to find me. The podcast is also on YouTube. Unfiltered Reality is
It's Unfiltered Reality Podcast on YouTube. Also Unfiltered Reality Podcast on Instagram. And Unfiltered Reality Pod, Pod at gmail.com if you want to email us.
And if you want to follow Jade's voyage as she explores wedding dresses and stuff. I think she has a TikTok, but
I do have a TikTok, but I don't think I'm going to post anything. But you can find me on TikTok. It's just my name, Jade Olivier. You might be able to find me somewhere on Alex's Instagram, but my Instagram is private.
Got him. Try it for a reason, people. Mind your business. But anyways, God bless you guys. God bless America, and we will be very attentive to the upcoming election.
Okay. Bye.